Alright, so we're trying something new and scary. I have this fantastic drum carter, and I'm gonna play with it. I don't actually know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna pretend I do. Because that's how I roll. But first I'm gonna go hit enter and try to pimp myself around. So I'm not Ronry. Oh god, not that. Please, Lord. Just gonna spam the universe. I mean, look, you're at least giving Frostybot a lot of material, and, you know, I appreciate that about you. But yeah, may as well go and hit all the crafty people who are very supportive of letting other people pimp their streams. Make myself as visible as I can, and then start playing with the drum carter. And hope that it creates ASMR and not horrifying sounds on the mic. I don't know what it's gonna be. Alright, I think that's all of the ones I've got. And now comes the part where I really hope that I can figure out how to see my chat from my phone. Because I'll be facing the opposite direction of the PC. Which isn't ideal. Let's see. Me. Can I just do this? Sure, let's see mod view. Oh, hey! So theoretically I'll be able to see my chat from here. Theoretically. Here's hoping this works. Alright. The other upside is if I'm looking away, I can't see how many people are or are not here. Get all fussed. So let's see if I can make this little tripod work for me. Which is, you know, anyone's guess. Ow. It bit me. Excuse me. That is rude. You go like that. And, oh god. Please lock in place so I can see. Oh no. You know when you get that, like, little free tripod that comes with something? Yeah. It's not the best. But yeah. So there's my little carding brush. Let me fiddle my settings so I can see what I'm showing you. If I glance over my shoulder. So I can show about that much. But do things actually not so much in focus? But I have a bunch of fiber here. Like, so I've got all these guys. which are going to be a bunch of just single colors I have that I'm going to try to layer up. And then over those, I'm going to put a layer of this thing that I've got that's already a pretty nice little gradient. And it kind of makes the whole thing a little more cohesive, I think, to have this as a layer on top. So when I'm spinning it, kind of twists in with whatever other colors are going on. But yeah, let me know if this sounds terrible. And if so, I will mute my headset. But yeah, to work with that, I've got the brush, and then I've got this guy, which will help me with pulling everything off afterwards. But that's for afterwards. Oh, don't do that. You stay right there. So let's see. How do I want these to blend? Honestly, purples and blues and greens all blend pretty well. Take these longer ones and pull them in half. And I will probably want to not mix the pastel purple with the green. Basically what I'm gonna do is make yarn, but instead of starting with fiber that I've bought, and like normally I'd spin something like this, and you know, it would just kind of all come out in the spinning, right? But what I'm gonna do instead is essentially blend a bunch of single colors together to make my own color blend to work with. I'm just kind of eyeballing the colors I've got here, because when I pull it off, I'll pull off sections like along the length of it, and I want to make sure that I don't twist together colors that will look hideous together, ideally. Let's see. I don't know that any of these are especially bad matches, but I should probably make sure that this one and those purples are not in the same section. So I've got a whole piece of this. Waiting for a second for it to hit the screen so I can see. So I've got this big piece, this chunk, and I'm just gonna sit here and let me see, where am I? Alright, yeah. I'm just gonna basically pull off bits at a time and put them on here, and you'll basically see the way it's coming out on this big roller. Let's see if I can do this without it. You know what? I'm not gonna play with the camera. It's been fighting me. So let's see, I've got this and that. So let's... And I'm basically just kind of holding it loosely so it can drag some of the strands, but not all of them at once. One day I'll figure out how to set up this camera a little more gooder, so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. I kind of want to move it, but I also am terrified that it's going to fight me, because it has been fighting me a good bit. And this big brush here is just kind of helping to initially get everything down on the tines, even if it is a little loose when it goes over the edge there. I mean, I guess as long as you didn't do it too hard, this is pretty spikety. And like, I know people like scratches and all. I have nails. I've learned these things, but I feel like this one would be a little much. It's pretty spiky. Alright. Let's get to another thin part. It's looking pretty good. And something I've been learning more about is like, if I keep these in kind of stripes, I'll get more consistent like that color and be able to kind of blend it with whatever's next to it instead of having it mix in a much less flattering fashion and just kind of all blend together into one big goofy color. I need to change the bulbs in this room. Another thing I'm trying really hard not to do is move side to side, because the whole point is to kind of blend in a straight line. So ideally, if I can just kind of... That's why I was bracing my hand up here earlier, because if I just kind of set my hand here and let it slowly drag it out of my fingers, there's not a lot of side to side motion. It pretty much is. It's the same sort of thing, like legit. Hold on. Is it still here? I might have taken the other one downstairs, but like, I think the only difference between these, like carding brushes and a pet brush, is that there's a very specific number of like tines per inch to deal with different types of fiber. So like the carder here is, I want to say, 72 tines per inch. And while like this does not hurt, mind you, I do not like catching the edge here because that first little row is a bit sharp. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as like a cat or dog brush, except designed to do this for a lot longer and with very particular measurements to make it more conducive to actually brushing out fiber. Now, admittedly, the reason I got this is I have a box here that has pretty much an entire fleece in it. Now, that one needs to be cleaned first. I hope this is not the worst sound in the world. Like, I hope this is just ASMR, but that is just me trying to make sure that everything's straight. Hey, listen! Or was that my music? And yeah, what I'm doing is using the brush one, and I'm trying to tilt it so I'm only using this top edge. But it's pushing the fiber down into the bristles, basically making room. And one of the reasons I'm pulling it apart first is I'm kind of loosening it up a little bit Because if I were to put too much on here at once, it would just try to pull the whole thing out of my hand. Because this is not pre-drafted or anything like that. It's just, you know, in the, what's the word I'm looking for? Not bad. Just kind of in the lungy thingy that I got it in. God, I can't remember what it's called. I'm such a professional. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, ideally if I'm doing this right, when I take it off of here and I split it by length like this, hopefully as little as possible these ones will spin together and whatever's on top of them color-wise will spin together. So let's put something between those. Every time I do this, I have such severe doubts as I'm going, but it keeps spinning up so nicely. Pardon as I'm gonna poke my phone real fast just to make sure it doesn't try to go to sleep. There we go. But yeah, most of these bats that I've been doing, this will be the third one I've done, are just me trying to figure out how, where I put things affects where it comes up when I spin. And again, this is just to grab anything that got a little sideways when I moved my hand. Make sure it's going in a straight line. All the fibers are in line together. And to kind of push them down a bit. Make sure everything's as compressed as I can get it. So that I can fit way more on. And we'll see, I have some colors that I realized I did not mix in earlier. And I may try to pull some shenanigans. I wonder what would have happened if I'd been a little bit more conscientious of doing like a green to blue to purple sort of thing. You know what? Let's put some more of this where I've already got green. It's definitely brighter than the other green is. The other one was definitely more of like a olivey, maybe even mustardy green. gonna stick the dark purple on top of the green because I really like how they spin together. Hey, BK. Hope you're feeling all right today, sweetheart. I know every day is a day, but I hope this one isn't too bad of one. Doing all right. Just trying to learn as I go here. It's like right now I'm putting these purple on top of the green that's here. It's very yellowy green. In the hopes that when I spin it later, it means I'll be spinning those two colors together to get that kind of striped look I've been getting. With any luck, it'll look really nice. And with less luck, it was a learning opportunity, and thankfully all of these colors should be okay, even if they're not the best matches. But yeah, basically I've got a whole bunch of the fiber, like I would normally buy for spinning. And I've just got a bunch of different colors in small amounts that I'm gonna just kind of put on here and hope go nicely together. And theoretically, since the way I'm doing it is I'm kind of like putting a layer on and then putting another layer on top of that, with any luck, that will mean that I can kind of control what spins together, because I've realized like when I'm splitting it to spin, I pull rows off like this, like I just split it. So hopefully if I like the way they sit together on the drum, it means I will like how they spin when they come off. And I'm just kind of, well, not always doing a good job, but I'm trying to let it steal only so much of the fiber at once as it's spinning. Though it got a better grip than I do. But yeah. Figure it'll be lovely to see people here. Hey, Life! It's an interesting process, I'm not gonna lie. It's just kind of like painting on my drum carder with fiber. And I'm doing alright. I decided to get myself a little too amped about this stream for a hot minute, so thankfully I chilled out. And now we're just kind of playing with fiber like we do. And I need to figure out a better way to put my camera at some point, but it was really fighting me being over here. So I don't want to fiddle with it too much, or it might rebel and decide to start being like disconnect, reconnect, all over again. That was annoying enough the first couple times. But yeah, basically I'm just laying colors that I think will look good on top of colors that are already there. So that when I spin it, they will end up kind of twirled together. And yeah, we're basically just kind of faking it and praying. The quality content we all came here for. Fake it till you make it. And in a wee bit, I will pull my comb over again and start brushing things down. Oh, do you not hear the gentle music? Theoretically, you should. But I don't know how my sound balance is, honestly. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason I decided I really needed to do this was I at least wanted to have, like, a VOD I could grab. Let me just have it a bit quiet. Cat, where are you? Can I hear you snoring? I'm glad that we can concur that ASMR should be a thing. Especially the specifics. Alright. Again, I don't know what this part sounds like, but I hope it's not the worst. And this is me just trying to kind of make sure all the places where my hand drifted are corrected, and so that the fiber is all going in a straight line. Because otherwise it gets very difficult to spin. Or it'll, like, try to snarl itself. Next layer. Coffee sip. Oh, don't hit my mic. 1 second. There we go. Yes. Spinny colors. Like I said, if the thing had cooperated just a little bit more nicely, I would try fiddling it to give you a better view, but it wanted to fight me. And for a while there, my camera was just like doing the little Windows dings of connecting and disconnecting, like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Which is funny because when I plug it in directly to the PC, it doesn't do that. But with this 10-foot extender, it apparently wants to fight me. And it's not even the extender that seems to be the issue. The thing that I had to fiddle was the little cable on the back. Helps that I found a drink I can't handle unless I need to be awake all night. Oh god. What is it, Bang? Pretty sure they lace that stuff with crack. Like, I am a neurodivergent kid to the nth degree, and one of the perks question mark has been that caffeine's pretty much a placebo for me, but Bang Energy will do things to me. Like, I have managed to sleep standing up because, well, mostly sort of back and forth sleep standing up, because I wasn't allowed to stay asleep with the Bang in my system, but I was tired. Yeah, same. Most caffeine, like, I'm not gonna lie, there was a point where I had a really good friend online that I hadn't been able to talk to in ages. So, he had night shifts and whatnot, so he was usually awake in the middle of the friggin' night. So I planned to stay up and chat with him at 4 in the morning, right? So I get 2 of those, what I call trucker-sized Monster Energy cans. And right before 4, chug them back to back. And then while we were talking, I fell asleep. Spoiler alert, I was very annoyed that I had spent money on energy drinks only to pass out. He really does not want to get down in there. Alright, I've got 2 more bits. And then I think I will start putting on the gradient. Why are you making funny sounds? Love that. Alright, where does it look like then? I suppose that's where I should be aiming for. Alright, then we'll brush these down. Don't bother whether I want to put a really dark layer on it or not. I have some fiber that I forgot to use earlier that I was supposed to have split between the 3 bats I did, and now I have all 3 of the pieces just chilling. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and just throw it on here. So I have this even darker kind of midnight blue. And I have 3 little pieces of it that I was gonna use. I didn't actually allocate it. And I didn't realize that until I'd finished spinning the second bat. So we're just gonna kind of use it to fill gaps. Basically anywhere I feel like I can kind of see through to the drum. Gonna add this. Oop. Not trying to punch my camera. Please don't get mad, camera. I didn't mean to. I swear to God. We've fought enough today. I didn't mean to actually start a fist fight. Alright, where are we? Thinnest. One hunk. Oof. With any luck, I might actually be able to just kind of distract you guys for a minute and move my camera back over. So you can watch me start spinning it. Because I feel like you'd get a kick out of that. I know I would anyways. Some of these lines aren't very straight. And apologies, by the way, if I'm missing any alerts or missing commercials. I'm literally got my back to the computer right now. At least I can see chat. Oh, they're doing your makeup and hair? That's amazing. I would love to see your beautiful makeover. If only because I know it brings the kiddos a lot of joy to have it seen and commented on, and I would love to compliment their handiwork. On this side, I've really got something I need to straighten out. Oh god, it's shrunk. Okay. Whew. Alright, now the gradient. Gonna throw this guy on top. And like, I obviously don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel like this has some sort of like mulberry silk or something in it. Like, I don't know what that super sheen stuff is. Oh, I forgot. I tried to forget. Level Up very generously donated sporkles to my cause, and I forgot to put them in. I was doing them between the color layers and the gradient layer. Well, I guess the single color layers. So I'm gonna put some of these sporkles in. I feel like the hardest part of using this stuff is not clumping it. Alright, that's probably plenty of sporkle. I shall take a sneaky peek in just a minute. I'm probably overloading this thing when I do these bats, but it's kind of half of what I want to do anyways, so... Doing it wrong on purpose. As you do. Just one would be boring. You can't be boring. Oh, computer. Camera, please. Please behave. You've been doing so well. And see, what we're doing now where it's getting above the tines is not what I'm supposed to do. But also, I make bold and rapid decisions that may not be the best decisions. Yeah, exactly. It's like I said, it's my face cam like works fine when it's plugged directly into the PC. And I got a 10-foot USB extender. I had to buy a 3.0 because my other one wasn't. I didn't like that. And ever since, like, I plugged it into the extender and suddenly it's on, off. It wants to fight me. And I think I finally got it behaving. And the only place where adjusting it made any difference was fiddling with where that plugs into the back of the camera. So it's not like it's, oh hey, the extender is the one with the bad connection. Or at least not as a contact point. but it's trying to make me crazy. Okay, getting down to the last couple handfuls, and just kind of dragging it on top to see where it has room to take it. A lot of this is already super fluffed up. Yep. Getting some of the excess pulled off. Well, that's happening. Start there. Get all this brushed as straight as I can before I turn it off and try to get it off of there. You got Kool-Aid. No Kool-Aid. The cheapest fiber dye known to man. At least the cheapest wool dye. Ooh. Classic. All right. So now we have this big ol' thing of color. So what I'm gonna do is turn this off. Loosen this. Turn it up to make this easier. Where is... There it is. So what the stabby is for is to go under all the fiber here. And like I said, we're pretending I know what I'm doing right now. Very aggressively. Faking it real hard. Come on. Don't want that. Let's pull those bits. And then I'm going to switch directions very slowly. Guide it off. Oh yeah, this is essentially kind of like, you know when you have those big ass screwdrivers in your toolkit that you honestly don't even use as screwdrivers, they're more for prying. Like this is essentially that. It's just a heavy metal piece with a pokey end to slide along the bar there. And it works great. But if it had not come with something like that, I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably would have gone and gotten a flathead screwdriver. Because we have some gigantic ones. And use that. Please don't catch back on. Yeah, I made an unfortunate choice or two in my little setup here. So let me try to unsnag. Alright. Son of a... It's the hardest time I've had getting one of them off. But then again, I did not have a camera set right there before. And, as you can potentially see, it was snagging on that. Alright, let me set this here. fold it out. Big chunker. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be a bold girl and unplug the camera for just a second. I'll swap over to my other screen. No, we just had an ad, of course. So let me swap over to here. And, fiddle that. Did that for now. This is where my music's been coming from. No, not that. And we got a spirit! Oh my god. I forgot they did a thing with them. What is the... Dear Lord. Alright, what else can we unlock? Sizzling. Grilled. So, grill, morning, and the monkey. Well, let's get my monkey. Heck, I will use the gingerbread one. And then we need lighting, morning, activity, kitchen. Do I even have a grilling? I guess cooking is the one. Alright. You can read a book while I do that. Oh yeah, the little trash panda's adorable. Alright. Come, camera. It is time to get on with my bullshit. I don't think I've ever actually spun on stream, have I? I'm a monster. Get that plugged in there. It probably doesn't help that I have a bunch of junk on my desk. Dear Lord. Okay, some things need to move here. Yep, that's gone forever. This bad boy back in. Oh no. my shame. Why is there so much on my desk? Why do I put so many things on my desk? Why do I blame literally anything but myself? Because responsibility is poop. Please don't relocate yourself. Okay. I've made so many mistakes. Oh, goodness. So many. Why am I like this? Come on. I know you can sit. We've done it before. There. That will have to work. Now let's see if I can do that. Can I? Well, yes, but also no. Can I zoom without losing all of my focus? Probably not. Oh, we're about to make do real hard. Alright. What if I move this here? Will you be nice to me? Alright, you go there. Where did... Alright, you go there. Oh, hun. Okay, get a nap. I love you even when you're lurking. No. darkness. Alright. We're gonna pretend that's good. Wouldn't it be nice on a Monday? Yes. Alright. I will not judge if this is a terrible angle, or view, or focus, because it is. But at least for the moment it was about the best way I could get it on the screen. Alright, let me get a sliver of this. Absolute nonsense that I have given birth to. Okay. And now we spin. In the world. I can already tell I'm gonna hate that, whatever that is. Alright. I think I can minimize that. There we go. And this is my electric spinning wheel. Just a little guy. We're gonna start off doing this a little slow because I don't trust it. I think this fiber's trying to play me. There's definitely some snarls in this. How did I manage that? The answer is talent. That's how I managed it. and now it's just idle spinning. Which is a nice kind of like crochet or knitting. It's just a nice constant thing you can do that keeps your hands busy and not your head. And for what it's worth, I'm more than happy to chatter if anyone would like to, but otherwise, if it's just kind of chill and quiet and chat, I'm just gonna hang out and be chill and quiet on my mic.
I just saw that comment. Cash, I don't know how I missed it till now, but... I mean, look... I can't speak to the things that you've watched in your youth. Well, it could be. Can't deny a sexy sax. Is that how they say it? All the cool kids. Just, oh yeah, they juicing. That's what we're going with? Please clarify. Jibble would be they juicing but make it funny. Sir! Oh my god. beep booping over there. I'm gonna look at my phone in a second. I want to finish this first kind of sliver of my bat before I take a break. Well, I suppose in the end the 3-minute will settle it one way or the other.
Squirrel!
But am I distracted though? Am I distracted or am I doing exactly what I'm supposed to be? I suppose the better question is, am I distracted or are you trying to make me distracted? I'm assuming the latter, context-wise. In which case, how very dare you? Oh my god, what is this? No, not having that. Big nasty snarl. Oh my why do you hate me? Do they even say that there's sound alerts on them? I can't remember. No, it just says squirrel. That's fair. You can plead ignorance this time, Bond. Oh, you know what? That's fair. Hey! What's up, Aunt? My face? Outrageous. Look, Cash, you can plead ignorance constantly. I just won't believe it constantly. That's the key difference here. Life's interesting. I just carted up a very, very combative vat of fiber. And this is me spinning the first chunk of it, slice of it. I don't know what you call it, but spinning up the first bit. I feel like this yarn is one of those ones where it's... I'm not gonna know if I love or hate it even after the fact. I'm just not gonna be able to decide. Alright, let's scooch that over. Just a titchy touch. I mean, is it if I make it a you problem, though? I'm under no obligation to believe your shenanigans. Pardon as I hop up and grab my coffee and my vape. Oh, and see who booped me. Who's beat booping me? Who's giving me those beep boops? Oh, phone Angie. Phone please. Also, little tripod, please give me back my phone. Oh, it bit me again. Rat bastard. Okay, I've got phone, the vape. Let's get coffee and another piece of this bat. But yeah, life's been alright. It's been weird, it's been interesting. I'm spending about half my week nannying for my cousin. I adore his little girl. She is a cutie patootie. Like, just disgustingly cute. Okay. Let's see if I have any especially obscenely cute photos here I can show. I mean, look at that little face, I guess. Look at that little face. Such a sweet little nugget. I love her. She also is very interested in my crafting. Has to inspect all my work. In fact, here, let me... Oh, and she's pretty much out of the bottle phase, but I had to get her double fist in it. Like you do. Indeed, indeed. No, I haven't grabbed photos in too long. Gotta go back pretty far for one of these. Oh, she's so teeny. Oh no. Sorry, I've been nannying her since she was like itty bitty infant. But she has been like inspecting my crochet this whole time. Like a professional. But yeah, she's a sweet little nugget. I love her to death. Take lots of photos of the baby. But yeah, I spent about half the week over at his place, nannying. And then I spend the other half of the week here, where I have my nice big gaming PC. and I pretend that I still stream, which I haven't been doing nearly enough of. And even when I have, I've been punking out and doing like games instead of crafting like I started with. Gonna end up losing all my beloved faithful children. Betraying them for the video games. The natives will always be restless. It's not quality control. All of my handmade toys come with adorable baby giggles included, which are donated freely, I'll have you know. Ever so thoughtfully donated. Which really, if you believe Peter Pan, is just the finest way to prep them for summoning fairies. Yeah, let's be fair. Come home every day, dejected, disappointed, haven't been kidnapped by the Fae yet. Could be because I'm practically identifying as one at this point, but, you know, details. Pretty sure I do this all just for the glamour. Let's be real. Let's see, we got an ad coming in. Little over 6.5 minutes. Just as a general heads up, because I may forget to look again in that time. There's so many of these little snarly bits. Hate that. think what I may do is, once I finish this second sliver, I may raid out. What time is it? Yeah, it's about that time. I have shenanigans to get up to. But we'll still be a minute. I've got a decent chunk left in my lab here. And how's life on your end of the world? Oh, I'm always putting the she in shenanigans. It's a lifestyle choice. Is it weirder now than it was, or is it just kinda weird in general? Because, like, let me clue you, I feel like, I was severely misled on this adulting nonsense. Yeah. We're just rolling backwards. I'm over here looking for creative ways to flee a country, you know, like you do. I won't go too far into that just because that is not a soothing topic, but yeah, you're not wrong. Yep, ad starting in about a minute. Where's my thingy? Let's move it over just a tad. But yeah, things be weird.
Not gonna lie, I'm very much looking forward to. I have a trip finally queued up so I can go and see Ireland. Just, you know, like a week, but it's a chance to go see a place I've always wanted to. Kind of get a feel for it. Hooray, we made it! We came out the other side of the ads. I will read Frosty's silliness in just a moment. I just really wanna hit this stopping point. Excuse me. So close to the end of this lever. And then I'm gonna do a little chitty chat. Find someone to raid. Good times. Then I need to remember to steal my own VOD. I am a super pro with the attention span of your average gnat. Oh yeah. Admittedly, I find it much easier with the electric one than with a traditional, but then again, I also kind of started on this. Like, I tried a traditional one first, but obviously this was far more affordable. So that's where that went. But yeah, spinning it's one of those really soothing things, like turn off brain, only use hands. Crocheting and knitting are the same way. I don't know that I'll ever get into weaving per se, because looms are expensive and gigantic, and it's very time consuming. Beyond the point of what I'm doing now. But yeah, learning trade skills just feels good, at least to me. Like, I realize we're in a modern world where, like, knitting can be done, I mean, hilariously, crochet can't, but knitting can be done far faster and far more efficiently by a machine. But I still like being able to do it. Like, I don't know. I guess if you do all your little escapist fantasies where, you know, you just get pulled into like a book story scenario or zombie apocalypse, whichever you prefer, the thought of, you know, I could do these basic things that would really be worth something in a world where it had to be done by hand. That and that there's just something very satisfying about sitting back and holding something in your hand and being able to look at it and be like, I made this. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's one of the few times my brain lets me have a dopamine hit is holding something in my hand and just being like, I made this. I did that. Yeah. I need to find my nerve for some painting. Got a big watercolor thing that I want to do that's not like... It's not a huge deal or a lot of money, but it's something that I think is important, and I want to do it well. And I am very anxious, because I have only done so much watercolor in my time. There we go. So all of this here is from what I carded up earlier. And since he did stop by, we're gonna give this man a shout out. I know I haven't been as active streaming as I was. Part of that is, in no small way, the fact that there is a baby that I'm helping take care of. I hope I spelled that right. I didn't.
I see you.
So that is Life as an Occasion. He is one of the places where I've been spending a lot of lurking. He does a lot of very cozy games, a lot of survival crafter stuff, Enshrouded, which I was really into and still am. He's been playing Grounded 2, he's been playing 7 Days to Die, been playing a lot of stuff, but very cozy, very fun to watch, and also very fun to lovingly bully from the chat. That's what we do. We pick on him. So I had to recommend him to you guys because he's just fun and good people, like earnestly just good people. But now I'm gonna find someone to do a teeny tiny raid because it seems right to raid instead of just disappear. Let's see, who is on that I'm following? Let's see, several gamers. Well, Play in the Mud is on. let's go over to another crafter. Play in the Mud, it does one of my, bucket list crafts. Like, I'm finally up on this. So my bucket list is essentially like, I want to do pottery, like pottery wheel, pottery, because matching dishes are for cowards. I want to learn stained glass, and I want to learn some basic smithing, just because they're all things that I've wanted to pick up for ages, and I mean, I pick up a lot of things eventually. Excuse me. But Play in the Mud, let me get it started there, is great people. She's a lot of fun. I think I actually have some of her mugs, and I love them. But a lot of fun to watch, and it's another thing where it's like, you know, you just kind of turn your brain off and work with your hands. She's a little better about keeping interactive and chatty, but hopefully you guys will enjoy her. So let me send you over there, and I'll see you guys the next time I manage to bully myself into a stream.